Hello Chocos and Chocolate, and in between, Choco Roberto for another video review. This time we have the Choco Leibniz with a taste of Bailey's. Yes, an interesting one, this one. Very, well, I don't know, out of the blue maybe you'd say, I'm not sure. I think Bailey's have done a few chocolates of their own, or at least there's a few chocolates out there with the Bailey's branding on, but never someone else's brand with Bailey's in it, if you know what I mean. And, well, that's what these are, yeah. So as you don't know, so Leibniz is normally sort of like a, well, basically like one of these really. They usually do, well, I don't know if they do a regular Leibniz, but the Choco ones is usually like this, like a sort of biscuit at the bottom with a chocolate slab, a thick chocolate slab on top, and very nice actually. And I've not really reviewed them before. I got loads of them to review, and I never did it basically. You know, so unfortunately one of those I've had for about 2 years in my backlog, which is crazy really. And firstly, also I don't know what Bailey's is. It's like an Irish cream, sort of like a liqueur essentially. So it's yeah, so it's a bit like I don't know, like a chocolate. Well, it's not like not quite chocolate liqueur, but it's like a sort of creamy, sort of very light, sort of like a chocolate Nesquik sort of like looking thing, a bit lighter than that. But alcohol, lots of cream in and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not really an alcohol person to be honest with you, but those kind of alcohol things are the things I sort of like a bit more, less. They don't taste very alcohol-y basically. It tastes more chocolatey. Yeah, so so there we go. Very interesting this one. So before I go on, I've done about 660 reviews now, I think. So in this corner there'll be a link to a playlist of all of them. So if you like this review, please like my videos and subscribe if you haven't already. and there's link there. Click on that link and watch the rest of my reviews. Yeah, it'd be great if you to do so. Really would. And if you're in a position to do so, I've got a Patreon and a YouTube member program going on as well. So in that corner in the description below, or both, there'll be a link to those as well. So that'd be hugely appreciated if you fancy supporting the channel. So thanks very much. Okay, well, continuing on. Yeah, so I'm very excited about these ones. I need to review the others of these, as I say. But I'm very excited for these. I think they look, well, Leibniz, as I say, is very sort of thick. It's got a nice biscuit crunch, and it's a very thick chocolate slab on top. I mean, what does it say? Butter biscuit with milk chocolate 52% and an Irish cream liqueur flavoured cream filling 12%. An Irish cream liqueur flavoured cream filling. Yeah, contains less than 1% alcohol. Oh right, so it actually does sort of contain alcohol, I guess. I mean, less than 1%, you know. But yeah, unusual. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, which is interesting. Yeah, quite like the way they've at least done some kind of alcohol inclusion in it. I mean, even though I'm not really into alcohol or anything, but you know. So we've got the because I mean it's more authentic, isn't it? Really, you know, it's just that's what it is. So we've got the so we've got per 2 pieces, 2 biscuits or 2 biscotti. It says here. Must be the Italian one, I guess. So 146 calories, 6.9 grams of fat, 4.5 of which are saturates. So that's 73 calories per biscuit. Roughly, what would you say? 3.45 grams of fat. 2.25 of which are saturates per biscuit, so there we go. Yeah, and per 100 grams, 487 calories, 23 grams of fat, 15 of which are saturates. So that's quite interesting. I mean, but nothing too extravagant going on. You just got the Bailey symbol there on it, and it's the balsam branding as well. I don't know if they do other biscuits other than Leibniz. I'm sure I've seen them somewhere do other ones, but I can't put my finger on what they are now. So I'm guessing this one probably comes with well, I don't know when it's going to come with actually. I'm not sure. Does it say? Let's have a look. A pack contains 9 biscuits. It says CA 9. A pack contains CA.9 biscuits. I'm not sure what the CA means. It's got drinkaware.co.uk as well on the. Actually has. Yeah, so basically, usually on alcohol and things, they have like a website thing where they say, you know, don't drink too much, and actually it includes it on these biscuits. Yeah, so that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, interesting. Okay, well, you know, as I say, that's a good sign, isn't it? If you're getting a Bailey's flavoured biscuit or whatever, I guess you want it to actually have some kind of alcohol, even if it's a very small amount. I don't think you really need to. I don't think you can get drunk off these unless you eat 20. Well, some people probably. Well, you know, I've eaten a fair few biscuits in my time, and sometimes more than one at once. Let's put it that way. So there's a chance you could get drunk off on these, really. But you know, and it says, "Oh, go on then" on the side as well. Yeah, just the one, Mrs. Wembley. But yes, yeah. So there we go. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, I don't think there's much more to say. There's not really anything else. Got some recycle information on the back. It says the Balson family as well, Hanover, Germany. There you go there. Interesting. Yeah. I think we need to get into them, give them an open. So let's do it. Let's give them an open. Okay, one of them censored. Apologies if I'm not. Fingers crossed that's roughly the censor. Yes, let's give these an open then. So very excited about these ones. A big pack, of course. Says it contains roughly 9. No, oh, I guess it'll be, yeah, okay. That means 3, 3 and 3, won't it? Yeah, okay. That's why. I thought it was an odd number 9, but that's why. That's like a little perforation to open it with, but I've kind of split it. Yeah, there we go. There we are. So, you know, they are quite big biscuits. Obviously, there's a little tray going on, partitions here, but I don't think it's... I wouldn't say this is excessive. I've seen far worse. You know, there's a bit of a lip round the side and stuff, but I think this is an acceptable arrangement. I mean, there is some empty space there, but considering the size of the biscuits, I think it's probably acceptable as having like that. I don't know why they don't do ones like these in packets. You know, they only do off usual biscuits in a packet, as in like all in a line. Why these are different, but yeah. So let's see. It's definitely a Bailey's smell coming from it. Well, yeah. It does strongly smell of Bailey's actually. And there you go, you can see what you're up against here. So hard to tell just what's going on here, because you can see there's a big slab of chocolate. The biscuit looks quite thin. Whether it really is that thin, we'll find out. But I think they have good ratios here. But as I say, definitely smells very Bailey's-like. Choco Leibniz, got balsam. You wouldn't know it's the Bailey's one off the design there, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah. Let's give it a rough measure, shall we? So we see what the yeah. So the chocolate slab at the top is about 6 centimeters wide, maybe just over 6.1. The width of it is about just under 5. It's about 4.9. Yeah, and the height of the chocolate on the side is about 4 millimeters. It's hard to do the biscuit because it's indented in, but it's not that big, about 2 millimeters. And the width of the biscuit about 4.35, and the width about 5.1. So there we go. And on the back, yes, there's Balsam and Leibniz as well. I don't know what Leibniz. I mean, I don't know if it's just a brand or if it actually means anything. But there you go. Nice design. Okay, let's give it a snap. Yes, it has a foot. The biscuit does go into the chocolate, so we can see. See there that the biscuit is actually a lot thicker. It looked like on the side that the chocolate's quite thick, but it's just that lip. Yeah, because it's like a wig of chocolate there, so the biscuit is actually quite more prominent there. So if we actually measure the biscuit now, it was about, what was it, 0.1 millimeters, or 0.2 maybe. It's now 4 millimeters, whereas before it was about 2. So yes, it's double the size. And the chocolate, which before was about 4 millimeters as well, is now probably, it's reversed actually. Now it's 0.2. Yeah, yeah, 2 millimeters. Yeah. So yeah. So not sure what to make of that. They are biscuits though. I mean, let's face it. It's not really. You know. I think it's still a thick enough chocolate covering that. But yeah, very much smells of Bailey's. I think we should see if they. Well, well, it will taste the Bailey's, won't it? I was going to say we should see if it tastes like it. But I mean, well. That's what we're here for, isn't it? You know. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. That's what I'm trying to say. But let's see if it does taste the Bailey's. Let's do it. Okay, once I give these, yes, Choco Leibniz with a touch of Bailey's. Is it a touch of Bailey's? With the taste. With the taste of Bailey's, it says actually. It's not with a taste. With the taste. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So okay, let's give them. Got half one here, so I'll give half a taste. So. Yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a taste. A nice biscuit, as I say. Yeah, it's got it's basically like a chocolate Bailey's, so it does have a bit of a Bailey's taste. But obviously, because it's mixed in with chocolate, as you can imagine, it's not a straight Bailey's taste. It is. It does have a bit of a chocolatiness to it. I think it works quite well. I mean, there was like a chocolate Bailey's you could get at one point. maybe 10 years ago or so. I don't know if they've released it since then or whatever, but yeah, well, I guess this is reminiscent of that really. It is a sort of but just a chocolate Baileys really, and I think it works quite well. It's it does mean it's a bit odd. I mean, you've got like as I say, a Baileys flavour with something else, and it does sort of mess about with that flavour, I guess. But obviously chocolate's a good flavour, so I think it's perhaps I don't know. It depends, doesn't it? I think it's probably a bit of an unusual flavour, a bit of an alcohol biscuit. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's. I think I'd probably just prefer normal chocolate, really. But obviously, if you're a massive Baileys fan, I think this is obviously up your street, and I think that's it. Basically, I think that's the gist of it. I think for me though, I'm not really a fan of alcohol in chocolates. I prefer chocolates to taste chocolatey, really. And obviously, I do like flavours and things, but I think alcohol sometimes is such a strong flavour and it's quite specific. And I think it does kind of have a bit of a sharp, overpowering taste, I think. And I think, obviously, the thing with Baileys that makes it appealing to me is that that taste is slightly subdued by all the cream and stuff in it. But it's nevertheless, it's still got quite a tang to it. Quite an alcoholic sort of tang to it. And I think these ones, obviously, it's far less than that, but that's still got it, you know what I mean? So, which obviously, if you like Baileys, that's what you want in this, and I think it ticks the box there. I think for me, though, well, I don't mind them. I think I would just, I think probably one's enough for me. I've had two now. I think I probably would just prefer the regular chocolate ones. But that's down to personal taste, and it does taste of a chocolate Baileys. It does have that taste to it. It does have some alcohol in it, so there is a proper Baileys taste there. So I think it does what it does really, and I think if you like Baileys, you'll like this. It doesn't not, I think I can't really mark it down for that. I think, as I say, though, it's debatable as to whether you just want a normal biscuit. Though, if you're having a biscuit, do you really want it to have Baileys in it? And I don't really know the answer to that. I wouldn't have said so really, but obviously there are people who like it, but I don't know really. I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I think Baileys is quite specific because it's almost chocolatey, isn't it? It looks a bit chocolatey. It's creamy. It will work with chocolate, whereas obviously, I don't know, other things are less likely to. You could probably try it. I think there is Guinness flavoured chocolates out there and stuff like that. And I think maybe have a Guinness Leibniz. I'm not sure. Still, it probably would work if you would like it. So I don't know. But I think for me, I like the biscuits. I think it's a nice biscuit, it's a nice crunch. There's a good ratio of chocolate and biscuits, I think, which is really nice. I think they do a good job with these. I just think it's, for me, it's, I don't know if there's much demand for a Baileys Leibniz. It doesn't say limited edition on it, but I imagine it probably is a limited edition one, but who knows. I think it's just, it's a difficult one to rate. I think if you like Baileys and you like biscuits, you like Leibniz's, I think this is where you are really. I think it's just, I think for me it would just be nicer if it was just normal chocolate, like milk chocolates or whatever. Milk chocolate 52%. Butter biscuit with milk chocolate 52% and Irish cream liqueur flavoured cream filling 12%. It says less than 1% alcohol, as I say. So I think I don't know. I think for me normally this would probably be a 4 out of 5, but I think just because the Baileys flavour for me just isn't as good as if it wasn't there, I think I'm going to knock it to a 3.5 out of 5. But I think obviously, if you love Baileys, this up it to a 4, and if these are your favourite biscuits ever, then obviously you can up it even further. But I think for me, they're a nice biscuit, a nice chocolate, a nice thick chocolate. I say the biscuit's nice. It's a relatively plain biscuit, but still tastes quite nice, especially with a thick slab of chocolate. But I think the Baileys one is a bit sickly. I think for me, it's just, I don't know, it's just not a flavour that I'm overly bothered about. I think. But as I say, if you fancy a bit of an alcohol taste in your biscuits, and that's kind of what this gives you, that sort of alcoholic taste. you know, yeah, and obviously in Bailey's form, I think this would be a 4 for you. But I think for me, I'm not really interested in that. I don't think it's really got a place in biscuits. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't know. Yeah, doesn't really do it for me. I don't think. So 3.5 out of 5. But as I say, if you're a massive Bailey's fan, I think, and obviously like chocolate, I think you can up this to a 4, if not more. But I think probably a 4. I think. So there we go. Okay, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think as well. Let me know what you think about alcohol in biscuits and chocolate bars and stuff. Would you buy it? You know, it's not often you see it, is it really? And obviously there are some little ones. I say I've seen Guinness ones and famous grouse chocolates you get in some places. You know, there's sort of like weird packs of them, aren't they? Really, but you don't see like a Mars flavoured with Baileys or anything like that, do you? I don't know, digestive Baileys or anything like that. I mean, it could be who they're aimed at. Who normally eats them is probably younger people. Maybe people who eat these are generally older people. I don't know really. I assume so because I would have thought it'd be a bit, yeah, well, you know. Well, it must be, mustn't it? Yeah, they can't do a Bailey's version of something that's aimed at kids, or usually ate by kids. So I assume so, yeah. But let me know what you think anyway. If you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, if you'd like to see limited edition Kit Kat Chunkies with Baileys or something. I mean, that'll never happen, of course, as I say, because they are eaten by kids and things. Even though obviously these days you can't really say that. You know, aim at kids in any way, shape, or form. Maybe this is the solution: throw a load of alcohol in it. But then I think we'd have the problem effect of getting kids drunk on chocolate bars. It's probably not a good idea. But there we go, who knows. But yeah, let me know your opinions on either way, what you think. And if you've managed to get drunk off these, let me know that as well, that'd be interesting. Yeah. And as I say, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon if you can, and the YouTube member program also if you're able to do that. We'd really appreciate it, really would be. But either way, leave a comment, it's great to hear from you, always is. And I'll see you in the next review. Take care guys, see you later. Bye for now. See ya.